Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Space Engineer. So last time we started work on the transport ship and we got this little wing piece somewhat done last time. And usually when I do large building sessions like this, I take it down into a larger I take a very long recording and basically just make it into a time lapse. And I think that this time instead that I'm going to kind of do it with you guys rather than always making it into a time lapse. I think it'd be interesting at least. Change it up a little bit. Maybe you guys get to see a little bit of actual building this time. But let's get this here. That's not it. There we go. That's the button I'm looking for. And then just go like this and this, and that will finish off the wing, I think. And this one needs that there. But that's the wing. We'll have to build another one, but that is, of course, once we get the center body built. So let's get these welded up really quick. I want to weld things as I build it this time, because usually I tend to build the whole thing at once and then build the like weld everything up afterwards. And I think that it would be better in this case to not do that because of the fact that I think that it'd be I need something similar to this but not as wide. This would work. I think that'll work. Yeah. Just to act like a little bit more support on the wing. I do think that I will end up putting some turrets on these wings. Maybe I can put a turret on that block there. I don't know how expensive the turrets for the large grid are because I rarely ever build them. Not that way, not that one, no. Oh wait, it was this set, yes. It's like that and that. Also, it makes more sense with the landing gear there. I think that's good. Yeah. Okay. And so the main thing with this is that it's going to have two large cargo containers and one large hydrogen tank. So I think we're going to have cargo container there, and then we need the hydrogen tank here. Nope, not like that. Nope, like that. Do we have a different style hydrogen tank? We have the industrial one. That's not really what I'm looking for, though. Actually, let's go back for a second. And I was thinking about changing these to the industrial. Yeah, I think that'll look better. Since we have access to them, might as well use them. Like that. And so this will be the center, like, ring of the ship, and then we'll have another wing on that side, and then the front will have a cockpit and other necessities built in. Need energy. But let's get the other wing section. I think this will leave enough space for us to get the other necessities in alongside the body, maybe rather than having this block here. We can do more body work type of thing here. I think that'll work. Yeah, because we can do, not that one, this one here. Like that. No, not like that. I wonder if there's a piece for what I'm looking to do. Not in that one. Close. This one, I think. Yeah, just like that. And then that'll allow us to do more of the body work. We can fit other essential components which we need. For instance, gyroscopes, other thrusters pointing the other ways. We can put, honestly, we can put a thruster on this port here on either side, which we can point out to the side and top. We can have one on the top and bottom going up and down on both of them because we're going to need more sideways or up and down thrust once we get into the planet. Because this is large grid, I don't think we're going to need that much in terms of thrusters like we would with the small grid. So hopefully that's the case. I don't need a T, I need a curve. And this needs to go like that. You can kind of start to see the general idea of what I have for the ship now that both wings are complete and that the main body sort of is there. Okay, that's better. Ports on every side, that's kind of what we needed. But let's place the hydrogen engines on their ports. Can we see its control plus? So if I were to place that there, how far would it go? It would hit those blocks. So unfortunately, we can't do that. If I place it there, it'll also hit the blocks beneath it, but that's going to have to be a necessary consideration when landing. Each side only gets one. Yeah, I guess so. And then now we can focus on the cockpit. So let's, this is probably going to be a really, we can get rid of that now. We can, this be a really, why can't I place this here? Oh, it needs that, okay. Okay, that's something I didn't think about. Let's place the gyros down. Ugh, these don't have attachment points on the sides. That's so frustrating. Okay, so let's weld this up. Just give me all of that stuff. Still not enough. Space in the inventory to carry it all. I'm really hoping that 2 gyroscopes will be enough for this thing to work, or for it to maneuver well enough. It doesn't need to be perfect. Again, it's meant to be a large transport ship. Not really meant to do much other than that. I think I said earlier that I was thinking about putting turrets on it, but I don't think that'll happen just because there's not really enough space on this thing. I mean, the wings are a good spot. I could just put like a T-junction or a, whatever it's called, a intersection or whatever. And I could put a turret on top and bottom, but I don't think I really want this thing fighting at all. This thing will get destroyed if it's ever in a fight. Alright, now give me a ton of steel plates again. Thank you. You get finished. That's not the right way around. Good thing I... Oh, is it? It is. Just kidding. Yeah, it is. Okay. I was just hallucinating for a second. Maybe there's a block for this. And so it looks like that now. And then 7 has this thingy. Like that. That will work just fine. Perfect. We can do that same block over here if we wanted to. Not this one. Oh, it's this one, isn't it? That. You can do that there. It's a little bumpy, but it looks better. There. And that's the top. Now we just need to finish up the bottom here. There. Now, if somebody sees this ship, they'll know where the weak point is. Right here. And you'll cut off an entire wing section. But that hides a gyro, and it armors up the side wing. Yeah, I like that. I like how it looks. It doesn't look too bad. It's not bumpy or anything. I like it. Now I just have to do the other side, so that's fun. And that is the other side done. I did find this block in this set of, where is it? Nope, this one here to replace the one with like indent in the middle. It just looks better. It's smoother. I like it better. But now all we have to do is the top and bottom. And the tricky part about this is that we're going to need some sort of connection point because those cargo containers don't have one, but the hydrogen tank does. So I was thinking there's something simple like this for now. That gets us the first two, but I don't know how we're going to snake it around unless we want to do something a little obnoxious. We could do that. That. And then that. And that would give us a connection point over. And then we would just need to do that one more time. It's like we're giving them a mohawk. And just to make it so that it's the same all the way around, we'll probably do this as well. Just so it's all the same. It looks kind of dumb though. Maybe we can do something with this here. We could do something more like this. It bulges out a little bit more, but it's still sleek. It still hits this. And so we could do something... where's the block? We could do something like this instead. Where we then do this. It doesn't really look like it's connecting those. My issue. You could just do a more simplistic something like this all the way around. But that just looks even worse. We could go back to how it was with this thing. With minimal connections. That doesn't look too awful. I'm sure there's a block in here somewhere. Maybe in this one. No, maybe in this one. Maybe in this one. We could, of course, use these instead, the slightly longer ones. Like that. That would also work. Oh, I can't connect though. Is there anything that I could possibly think of needing? An antenna would be nice, but that thing is huge. Look at the beacon. Projector would be nice in case this thing ever gets destroyed. I don't think I need it. So let's just go like that. Let's just put a wall between us and the cargo. Actually, we can do this. We can have a small cargo container here. So that way we can still access the inventory from inside the ship. I think that's the best thing that we can do. Yeah, I think I do. Let's extend this out one more. With this block. That's not going to do anything, like that. Where we can then put this block on it. There, now we have one more connection on the bottom, and let's do the same thing for the top. That way we have a little bit more connection rather than just this single cargo container. Yeah, let's do that. Actually, what I might end up doing for the corners to try and match the cargo containers is using, is it in this one? Yeah, it is. Is using this block here to try and match the cargo container. It's not perfect because the cargo containers are weird. The vanilla, or at least the base ones are weird. But there. Now it sort of matches the profile of the ship a little bit better. So let's weld this all up real quick. The next thing that we need to do is we need to provide a spot for the last landing leg, which is going to go right here. If it'll fit, I might have to ruin some of my landing pad because this thing is crooked. Because it's annoying like that. It would have been perfect if nothing happened to it. Why can't I place you? Stop doing that. This one here. There we go. Now we should be able to place this landing leg. Why not? Oh, it needs to come out one further. I see. Now we can place this landing leg. So that's the last landing leg that this thing needs. The sort of plan is in case it needs to emergency land on a planet or something. Or in case there's not a connector which it connects to, but instead to the floor. And, you know, looks above all else. So there we have that. We can... I need another set of steel plates, of course, because I always run out. Looks like we still have enough iron. That's good to know. We'll place these around this way. This will not be pressurized, I guess. And so that means that we can place a door. One of these will work. Maybe not that one. Yes, this one. Nope, not that one. Okay. So we'll place the door. We'll place this. If I remember correctly, we can place this here. Actually, rather than having... Oh, we will need that there, just kidding. We'll go one further out and we'll start going up like that. I have no idea if they're going to have a block for this. We can try. With the finished cockpit, I think we might be pretty much done with this thing. The only thing that I still have left to do is to move it out of the way and put the main thruster on the back. So that'll be interesting. I think the way we're going to go about doing this is we're going to take the H2O2 generator and put it on there, but I need steel plate, of course, because why would I ever have steel plate when I need it? So we'll build this up. We, of course, don't have any ice, so I still can't even fuel it up, but that's what I'll do between episodes. I will go down with the other ship, get some ice, put it in here. Actually, I think we might have just the tiniest little bit of ice left in these. Yeah, we do. That will be enough to get this thing moved, I think. Control panel. Where is the hydrogen tank? Hydrogen. Hydrogen. Large. Hydrogen tank. 0.1%. There it is. We do have fuel. I do see it in there. But yeah, so we have the finished cockpit up here. We've got the landing lid down at front, as well as a door into the side. So you can use these like iron plates. Oh geez, I'm standing on the seat. Maybe I'll just keep the hot jetpack on for now. So you can use them in straight lines, but you can't use them in any of like even just a simple curve like the triangle piece. Can't use it. So I have this spot here simply so that I can see the battery, and then we'll have the windows here where you can look out on and see a pretty good amount of view. So it's pretty beefy. It's pretty short, honestly, considering how wide. Oh, well, we just have to put the thruster on there. So that is a little interesting. But let's just try and angle this thing up a little bit. Oh, I think that landing leg just attached. Yeah, it did. So actually, let's go in. Let's make some groups really quick. There we go. We have moved the ship out of the way so that we can finally get the last piece of the puzzle on here, which is the large hydrogen thruster, which goes right there. And this is going to require a lot of components. The two gyroscopes are more than enough. It's easily able to rotate with while it's empty. Hopefully it'll be enough for when it's full. Of course, it doesn't need to be able to move quickly. It just needs to be able to move at all. Almost there with the main thruster. I still haven't managed to put a connector on there though, which is the one thing that we have left to figure out of where we're going to put it. I hope that we can just put it on the bottom of this thruster and not have any issues. However, that might not be the case, so we'll have to see. And this should be the last trip. Yep. We could also put another thruster on each of these sides outside of the thruster. I don't think we will though. Honestly, those wings should be back here on the hydrogen tank. I didn't realize the hydrogen thruster would be so large, honestly, but that's whatever. This should be done processing now. Yeah, it is. Can get rid of this thing. I do not know where we're going to fit a connector on this. And now that the sun is coming up, you can finally see the piece of work that we have finished. I decided that it kind of looked pretty stupid with the wing thingies up on the middle cargo container rather than on the hydrogen tank. So I moved them back. All you have to do was cut the single conveyor line that connects to it, and this piece back here, and that was all I had to do on both sides to just pick them up and move them. I used our other little ship, moved them over, and I did that, made it look really nice. Had to do a little bit of touch-up work on this side panel a little bit, and I was able to add a second side thruster, so that way it's now not the weakest link of the group. I also adjusted the bottom thrusters. So I moved the bottom ones back so they used the large hydrogen thruster port on the bottom, but I left the rest of the sides. That way I was able to fit a connector up into the front here. And I think that was the rest of the work I did. Of course, it's now connected to the platform, and I actually had to make the platform about 5 blocks wider and another 3 or 4 blocks longer in order to fit it onto the platform comfortably. So it's actually a really big platform. I didn't realize how big this thing was. That's mainly so that I had enough space back here, because I do want to have a nice, oop, I bounced off, like a nice little walkway, gangway, whatever it's called, to get up into that. I have a cool idea that I want to do for that. I don't know if it's going to work, but I do want to try it. But that will all have to be in the next episode. Now that this thing is done, all I have to do is fuel it up, and that's it. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like, and I will see you all next time.